Jorge Mendes is the most powerful man you'll never see on the pitch. A nightclub DJ turned super agent who built an empire on billion-euro deals. But behind the record transfers were broken careers. María, forced into PSG for money he didn't want. James Rodríguez, golden boot to forgotten. João Félix, 126 million euro wonderkid trapped in the wrong system. For Méndez, it was never about football, it was about fees. Jorge Mendes was never supposed to be here. He wasn't a football prodigy. His playing career fizzled out in Portugal's lower leagues. Instead, he was running a small video rental store by day and DJing in nightclubs by night. Méndez used his nightclub to network, building friendships with footballers who came to party. In 1996, Méndez personally drove goalkeeper Nuno Espirito Santo 300 miles to Spain to negotiate his transfer to Deportivo La Coruña. Méndez wasn't a licensed agent. He had no office, no company, just hustle. But somehow, he pulled it off. Nuno got his big move. Méndez got his first client. From nightclub hustler to orchestrating one of the strangest transfers in Premier League history, Méndez showed the world how he worked. Charm the player, control the move, take the fee. He was about to recruit a golden generation of Portuguese stars and bend European football to his will. Years later, Méndez would take a player like Bebé, who just months before was playing in Portugal's third division, and somehow sell him to Manchester United for 9 million euros. Even Sir Alex Ferguson admitted he had never seen Bebé play. In 2010, Manchester United stunned fans by paying 9 million euros for Bebé, a winger from Portugal's third division. No highlights, no reputation, not even a YouTube compilation. Whether you believe the conspiracy or not, the deal remains one of the most suspicious in Premier League history. And it showed how Méndez didn't just broker transfers, he could bend entire institutions to his advantage. If Méndez could pull this off at Manchester United, what would stop him from manipulating even bigger stars? Di María, James, João Félix, in moves that would define their careers. Di María was Real Madrid's best player in their 2014 Champions League run. He wanted to stay, but Méndez pushed the transfer. PSG offered 60 million euros plus mega wages. Madrid cashed in. Di María admitted later he didn't want to leave, but the money and pressure forced his hand. That same summer, Méndez made 30 million euros in commissions from transfers. Di Maria's career never hit those heights again. The World Cup 2014 final injury haunted him, and at PSG, he was overshadowed by Neymar and Mbappe. And Di María wasn't the only World Cup star Méndez cashed in on. James won the 2014 World Cup Golden Boot. Madrid signed him for 75 million euros. Méndez orchestrated it. But as managers changed, James slipped down the pecking order. Instead of finding him a footballing fit, Méndez arranged loans that never worked long-term. James once admitted he had no idea where he'd play season to season. Méndez would call him, deals already done. From the face of Colombian football to a forgotten name. Another example of Méndez prioritizing the move and the fee over the career. But at least James had a few good years. The next wonder kid's career was wrecked before it even started. In 2016, Barca paid 35 million euros for Gomez, Méndez's client. He never settled, slow, misused, and booed by his own fans. Gomez admitted in an interview he suffered anxiety and depression during this time, even considering quitting football. Méndez reportedly pushed the deal because Barca overpaid, ensuring a bigger commission. Gomez rebuilt a little at Everton, but never came close to his potential. And just when Méndez's reputation seemed untouchable, his most expensive client exposed everything wrong with his empire. At 19, João was Europe's hottest prospect at Benfica. Méndez pushed him to Atletico Madrid, 126 million euros, the highest Portuguese transfer ever. But João's style, flair, freedom, clashed with Simeone's rigid system. Instead of growing, he shrank. Reports in Spain say Félix begged Méndez for a different club, but Atlético offered the biggest fee. Méndez said yes. Years later, loans, tension, and wasted potential. João Félix is the poster boy of how Méndez's hunger for money wrecked a career, and João wasn't the first wonderkid used as a pawn. Even the Golden Boy winner of 2016 fell into Méndez's trap. Euro 2016 breakout star. Bayern signed him for 35 million euros. Méndez, the broker, thrown into a team he wasn't ready for. No development plan, no patience. His confidence shattered. At Swansea, he once passed to an advertising board thinking it was a teammate. That loan to Swansea? Arranged by Méndez, who had strong links in the Premier League. Renato eventually revived a little at Lille, but never became the star Portugal expected. And yet, for all the ruined players, Méndez still controlled managers, referees, even presidents. Méndez expanded his network, controlling clubs via wolves, influencing managers, Nuno Espírito Santo, Mourinho, even referees. But the respect was gone. Clubs whispered about his grip on football. Players whispered about careers cut short. From nightclub hustler to the most powerful agent alive, but feared, not admired. At his peak, Méndez's company Gestifute earned 100 million euros plus a year in commissions. The story closes where it began. Méndez always got his fee, but his empire left behind a trail of broken stars. And while Méndez may be football's darkest agent, he's not the only one changing the game from the shadows. Journalists, insiders, even influencers have become part of the machine. Nobody proves this more than Fabrizio Romano, once loved, now accused of selling out football itself. On our next video, we'll explain why nobody likes Fabrizio Romano anymore.